Lost Rooms is everything a multiplayer Roblox horror game should be. It's not exactly flawless, but what it does deliver is a unique, fun, and surprisingly engaging experience where you work together to defeat a monster in the Backrooms. It's a well-made Roblox game, developed by people who understood how to utilize the frame of a multiplayer Roblox horror game, and, on top of this, it was able to put its own spin on the Backrooms, which makes it truly stand out. The multiplayer aspect is used purposefully, and the replayability doesn't feel forced, the difficulty feels fair, and the Backroom setting doesn't feel like it was just thrown in to cash in on a trend. And while I can't say that this is a flawless game, especially in terms of profitability. Seriously, stop putting your game passes on sale. It is a competently made game. Although the game dev could have put in more game passes or developer products in order to be more profitable, he at least put in the effort to try and make something that he could be proud of. If you told me that one of my favorite Roblox horror games in recent times was a Backrooms game, I probably would have laughed in your face. And yet, that's exactly what Lost Rooms is. I'm Breadian, and I talk about niche Roblox games, and today we're talking about Lost Rooms.
You thought I was filming you? Oh yeah!
It's not often that a Roblox horror game is able to take inspiration from the popular trend without feeling cheap or derivative. Lost Rooms isn't a game that's solely meant to cash in on a pre-existing trend. It's a game that was made with its own direction and artistic intent in mind. There was an understanding of which elements of the Backrooms attracted kids in the first place, and how and where they should be implemented into the game. There's this found footage analog horror style cutscene at the start, there's the hazmat suits as an outfit, and you assume the role of an agent trying to explore the Backrooms, kind of like the SCP Foundation. In Lost Rooms, you assume the role of a squad of agents, with the objective of hunting entities in the Backrooms. I mean, Lost Room. The game, much like the Backrooms, has several levels that you can choose from, each complete with its own unique entity and environmental mechanics. The main mechanics of Lost Rooms sees you gathering food and materials throughout each day, the latter of which can be used to craft several things such as weaponry, structures, and utility. But be careful during the nighttime because then the monsters come out and oh my god, just like Minecraft! Wow, poggers! Initially, on the first couple days, you're going to be mostly running from or trying to evade the monster, especially on your first playthrough, where you're going to be completely clueless on what to do. This aspect of unfamiliarity still somewhat lingers on for experienced players, since each map has its own unique monster mechanics that you're going to have to learn every time a new map is added to the game. As the days go on, you're slowly going to see yourself progress, acquiring more and more resources and unlocking more utility in return. Generators are generally considered the most important in the early game, as they produce materials automatically. Also, you can upgrade them with the Tesla coil. There's also, albeit less useful utility that you can acquire early game, such as the barbed wire, bear traps, proximity alarms, lamps, walls, and doors, which are mostly just to give intel and slow the monster down so that you can run away from it. There's also a bed, which can be used to set your respawn point. Just like in Minecraft. Wow, poggers! However, it's not exactly the most useful since you only get to respawn like 3 or 2 times per game. Honestly, I wish they gave the bed more use, but then again, this is a game for kids. There's also cameras, which are useless, unless you really like FNAF. Usually, players won't bother using their own vital resources to craft these things early game, but the game gives them to you for free via the item box, so why not use them, I guess? The item box is a mechanic that refills every day and gives players random stuff that might help them. It also spawns inside of the monster spawn room. Therefore, during the daytime, everybody can just run to the item box, grab the stuff out of it, and immediately place everything. If you just spam the fuck out of the barbed wire in the walls, you'll actually be able to trap the monster for a bit, and also deal a little bit of chip damage. You can also double stack the walls on top of each other to make them harder for the creature to break. Or you can triple stack, or quadruple stack. You know, just spam the fuck out of the walls. However, as you progress more and more throughout the game, you're soon going to find yourself shifting your focus to building more powerful weaponry. And when I mean weaponry, I'm not talking about guns. There's more than just a blicky upon your dresser in Lost Room. You have bear traps, AKs, Uzis, turrets, flamethrowers, and even lightsabers. A lot of these weapons are unlocked in the shop, but believe me, they're not hard to get. You only have to win like 2 rounds. This isn't ready to die's level of grinding yet, don't worry. Getting to the late game isn't exactly too difficult once you get the hang of it, and it doesn't exactly take long either. You're usually there by day 4. This is actually really healthy for the game, because if the game is meant to be replayed multiple times, then you're going to want to make sure that you don't bore the player with the gameplay. It's important to know that if you want to make a Roblox horror game, then you shouldn't make your audience want to die while playing it. Although I must say, once everybody is equipped with a strap, you kind of feel bad for the creature. Everybody just starts ganging up on it. It's very satisfying and rewarding. I think a big part of why Lost Rooms is so fun as a multiplayer Roblox horror game is because you actually feel as if you're in control at times. Sure, the beginning is scary, but if you can keep a level head and make it to the end, you'll be able to overpower the monster. Your course of action and dedication to the game is ultimately rewarded in the end, and when you die, you feel as if you legitimately deserve it, most of the time. It's not like a typical Roblox horror game where you instantly die to a shitty monster AI and have to spectate your friends play for the rest of the game. The monster usually takes multiple hits to kill you, as well as the fact that you can respawn 2 or 3 times. Not to mention you're able to wear armor such as a chestplate or leggings. Along with this, each monster has its own unique gimmick and its way to evade it. In the playground there's 2 monsters and they play this really shitty low quality music as they walk around the map. It's actually kind of funny.
Oh, you're looping them? Alright.
Honestly, maybe if he played Ice Spice instead, then he might attract some unsuspecting munches into his trap. In order to combat this, you're given a flash on your camera that can be used to stun the entities momentarily. The monster in the Backrooms level is attracted to sound, and you're able to hold your breath in certain hiding spots in order to evade him. You're also able to turn on a gramophone that lures him your way. The newest map is a water level. It takes place in some big pool room where the monster is once again attracted to sound. Its design looks like some sort of fish, or a word I can't say on YouTube. You can either hide inside of underwater vents from it. It's really not that threatening. The only monster that I dislike is the monster inside of Zone 1. It's just some tall guy that screams, and runs very fast, and teleports around the map apparently.
I think we looted that. Like, I don't see anything.
I just got.
What? Oh, I just slipped!
If I wanted to die, I wanted to be on my sleep. That actually,
That is really
that dream would be like hitting hard. Like, that would be like the nicest sleep possible.
I guess the counter to him is just shutting doors behind him. You can also hide inside of the safe rooms, which are rooms that you can completely lock yourself inside of. However, much like Five Nights at Freddy's, the power will drain quickly as a result, meaning that you're going to have to go and restart the generator. Anyways, this guy is probably the most dissatisfying monster to deal with. Play the game for yourself and you'll find out why. After the monster dies, you have this cutscene where you fall 1,000 kilometers down a hole, and then you're sent back to the lobby. You're then able to use your points that you've earned to unlock new utilities, and like I said before, it's really nice how Lost Rooms respects your time and doesn't force you to grind for hours. Also, the game passes are all on sale right now, and have been on sale for a long ass time now. Maybe you should buy them to support the game. And maybe the game should put them back to full price so that the developers can get properly paid for their work. Lost Rooms is a game that dares to be bold and unique, but at the same time it feels fun and easy to play. I've reached this point in my earlier videos, but I want to repeat it once again here. If a horror game doesn't scare you, what does it have to offer? And in Lost Rooms' case, you have a multiplayer Roblox horror game that you can comfortably enjoy with your friends. There's scary moments and there's goofy moments. What else is there to ask for? Overall, I have to say that I really enjoyed Lost Rooms. It's a game that falls comfortably into the category of unique, engaging, and unpretentious Roblox horror games that I've grown to appreciate more and more in recent years. Honestly, I have no idea how profitable this game is, but if you need a break from shitty, repetitive, or unfair Roblox horror games, then Lost Rooms will do you just fine. I'm Breadian, and I talk about niche Roblox games. Thanks for watching, and I hope you check out some of my other videos on my channel. Bye!
What the fuck is this disgusting ass avatar? I need this in the video. Point him out. I do not like that, bro.
You're keeping this in? Okay.
Yeah, I want this in. That's my one request. That is a nasty avatar. I'm still broke.
Someone just fucking stepped on the stuff.
Bro. Oh my god, it's the little monkey over there.
This is just like a quiet. Dude, we would not survive a quiet point.